Hello students, this is Ashraf, lecturer in botany. So today we are going to discuss about rDNA technology tools. So rDNA technology is widely using technology in genetic engineering experiments. So in rDNA technology, using different types of the enzymes and also organisms. So here in this topic we are going to discuss about the different type of the tools and their importance and their structure. All of this we are discussing in this topic. So this is very important topic. This topic under covering CBSE syllabus and also Telangana state government senior intermediate biotechnology. So always asking this question, rDNA technology, describe the rDNA technology tools for 8 marks question. So in rDNA technology there are 5 types of the tools. You have to remember mainly 4 types. The one more type, fifth one also alkaline phosphatase also added in this topic. So first one is restriction enzymes, second one cloning vehicles or vectors, third one competent host, and fourth one DNA ligase, fifth one alkaline phosphatase. So restriction enzymes, cloning vehicles, competent host, recombinant DNA, DNA ligase, alkaline phosphatase, these are the important tools using in rDNA technology. So by using these tools we are going to conduct rDNA technology experiment. So by using this rDNA technology there are different production of different type of the hormones and also enzymes, production of like vaccines, like there are this technique widely using in different fields like cloning, vaccine production, like that. So in insulin hormone production also such type of the rDNA technology is using. So in rDNA technology using tools are restriction enzymes, cloning vehicles, competent host, that is the microorganism which we are using in this experiment, and DNA ligase enzymes. So restriction enzymes, the first one is the restriction enzymes. So Stewart, Lin and Warner Arber isolated 2 enzymes which restricted the growth of bacteriophage in Bacterium E. coli. One of these enzyme added methyl group to DNA and second one cut DNA. The second enzyme was named as restriction endonuclease, which is the cut the DNA, that one named as restriction endonuclease. H.O. Smith, K.W. Wilcox, T.J. Kelly isolated restriction endonuclease whose working depended on a particular nucleotide sequence. They isolated this enzyme from bacteria Haemophilus influenzae and called it as HIND2. So restriction enzymes cut the DNA. So these are also called as molecular scissors. Very important. Molecular scissors. Which enzymes called as molecular scissors? Why means restriction enzymes are called as molecular scissors because they cut DNA. So this is a restriction enzymes introduction. In this Stewart, Lin and Warner Arber isolated the 2 enzymes and restricted to growth of bacteriophage in Bacterium E. coli. One of these enzyme added methyl group to DNA and second one cut to DNA. So this is the which is the enzyme is cut the DNA. That enzyme, that means second enzyme, is named as a restriction endonuclease. So there are two types of restriction endonucleases: exonucleases, endonucleases. So which is the remove nucleotides from the ends of the DNA is called exonucleases. The restriction enzyme which remove nucleotide from the ends of the DNA. And second one is endonuclease. They make cut at the specific position within DNA. They make cut at specific position within DNA. Types of restriction endonucleases. There are three types mainly. There are so many types, but the mainly three types: the type 1, type 2 and type 3. In these three types, type 2 restriction enzymes are used in rDNA technology because they can be used in vitro to identify and cleave within specific DNA sequence, usually having 4 to 8 nucleotides. So type 2 restriction enzymes widely using in rDNA technology. From this we know that here that there are type 1, type 2, type 3 restriction enzymes. In this type 2 enzymes are most important, very important, and these are the cuttings the DNA sequence, usually 4 to 8 nucleotides. Nucleotides means nitrogen base, sugar molecule and phosphate. So we call as a nucleotide in the DNA composed with the nucleotides. So 4 to 8 nucleotide sequence. Next, more than 350 different type 2 endonucleases with 100 different recognition sequences are known. They need Mg2+ ions for cleavage. The first type 2 enzyme isolated was Hindu2 in 1970. So for the cleavage, these enzymes are required Mg2+ ions. This is the very important point. And first isolated type 2 enzyme is Hindu2, type 2 Hindu2, not Hindu1. You have to remember, for type 2 enzymes having widely using in rDNA technology experiments, and Hindu2 the first isolated enzyme. These are two important points you have to remember. The recognition sequence for type 2 restriction enzymes from palindrome with rotational symmetry. In palindrome, base sequence of second half in DNA strand represents the mirror image of the base sequence of first half. Due to this, in DNA double helix, complementary strand also represent the same mirror image. So here the single strand and double strand are there. In single strand RE enzyme, the arrow mark represents the cutting position. Adenine, between the adenine. In the double strand also, between the adenine and another strand thymine, the cutting. So the complementary strand also represent the same mirror image. So it look like a mirror image. The complementary strand it look like a mirror image. Next, ECO R1 cleaves DNA molecules of two plasmids due to similar recognition sites in their DNA. The circular form of DNA become linear in both the cases. Such linear DNA can stick together to form single recombinant DNA molecule. Now, nomenclature. Nomenclature of the restriction enzyme is usually done by following techniques. The first letter of the genus is taken in which said enzyme was discovered. This letter is written in the capital. First letter is written in the capital. And taken, which is the genus, which is taken, that the first letter, capital letter. Then second point is, then first two letters of the species of the organism are written, and first two letters of that species. First, for example, Escherichia coli, we have taken eco, first two letters. All the above three letters should be written in italics. They should be written in italics. Examples: eco from the Escherichia coli, hin, hin from Haemophilus influenzae, and HPA from Haemophilus parainfluenzae. This is followed by strain or type of identification. Example: eco K. When the enzyme is encoded by plasmid, the name of plasmid is written. Example: eco R1. That is, eco R1 comes from Escherichia coli R13. That means when enzyme is encoded by plasmid, that is RY13. Here R is derived from the name of that strain. R is derived from the name of strain. So there is a question, nomenclature of restriction enzymes means you have to write these points are enough. Nomenclature of RE enzymes. Point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points are enough. Here the process of the nomenclature is mentioned in this slide. Next, types of cleavage produced by restriction enzymes. Blunt ends. Types of cleavage produced by restriction enzymes. There are two types. One is the blunt ends and second one is the sticky ends. Blunt end means this type of RE enzymes cutting are not useful in rDNA technology experiments because it is very difficult to attach with other cuttings DNA molecules. So, small recognize the 6 nucleotide palindrome sequence and cleave at both the ends. Here the cutting is the both ends, same direction. In the figure, you can observe in the figure that arrow mark in the both direction, and the cutting is like these are the blunt ends. These blunt ends are not that much useful in rDNA technology. And the second one is the sticky ends. The RE enzyme are very useful in rDNA technology experiments. They can easily stick with other DNA sequence recognized by eco R1 cleave. Both strands are different points. So second type of sticky, the RE enzyme which is cut the DNA with sticky ends. This is very useful in rDNA technology. So that means there are two types depend upon the cutting cleavage: blunt end RE enzymes and sticky end RE enzymes. The RE enzyme which gives the sticky end, that is the useful in rDNA technology experiments. Next, this is about restriction enzymes, and the next second one, vehicles, we called as vectors. A vector is a DNA molecule which has the ability to replicate in a host cell and into which the DNA fragment to be cloned, known as DNA insert in integrate for cloning. The cloning of a foreign fragment of DNA in bacteria is made possible due to ability of cloning vectors. the carriers to continue their lifestyle after additional sequence of DNA have been inserted into their genome. The insertion result in a hybrid or chimeric recombinant vector which consists in a part of additional foreign fragment DNA. Characteristics and types. The vector. The cloning vector is a small DNA molecule capable self-replication inside the host cell. Cloning vector is used for replicating donor DNA fragment within the host cell. The characteristic of vectors. It must be a small in size. It must be self-replicating inside the host cell. It must possess a restriction site for restriction endonuclease enzyme. Introduction of donor DNA fragment must not interfere with the replication property of the vector like this. These are the characters. In this, you have to remember at least 4 characters of vectors. It must be small in size, must be replicating site, must be possess restriction site, and introduction of donor DNA fragment must not interfere with other. So, the manipulation of DNA is normally conducted of E. coli vectors, which contain elements necessary for the maintenance in E. coli. However, vector may also have elements that allow them to be maintained the another organism such as yeast, plant mammalian cells, and these vectors are called shuttle vectors. Here one important point, shuttle vectors. What are the shuttle vectors means? Here the vectors elements allow to maintain the another organism such as yeast, plant, mammals, and these vectors are called shuttle vectors. The insertion of vector into a target cell is usually called transformation. For bacterial cells, transfection for eukaryotic cells. Although insertion of viral vector is often called transduction. So there are 3 terminologies we are using: transformation, transfection, and transduction. In the bacterial cells, that vector target cell usually in bacterial transformation, eukaryotic cell transfection, and all in viral cell transduction. The 4 major types of the vectors are plasmid vectors. 4 major types are there: plasmids, viral vectors, cosmids, and artificial chromosomes. These are the 4 major types. The vectors are, how many types vectors means? There are 4 major types: plasmids, viral vectors, and cosmids, artificial chromosomes. Of these, the most commonly used vectors are plasmids. Here there is a one important slide, the vector and target host cell. Here the plasmid using in bacteria and Streptomyces like this bacteria. The bacteriophage, phase means here the vector is a bacteriophage, phase means here the virus vector, and target host cell is a bacteria. The cosmid, the cos site vector, this is a cosmid. Here the target host cell is a bacteria. Yeast cloning vectors. Here the target host cell is a yeast. And TIRI plasmids, transformation of cloned gene in higher plants. So this is very important chart in the point of NEET examination also. So you have to remember the students that which is the target host cell in the respect of vector. Which is the target host cell means here the plasmids bacteria, bacteriophages also bacteria, cosmids also bacteria. That means the plasmid comes from the bacteria. Like here the plasmid, bacteriophage, cosmids, all the target host cells are the bacteria. But in the case of yeast, the target host cell yeast only. Yeast cloning vectors yeast. And TIRI plasmids for in higher plants, TIRI plasmids are using. So this is the important chart. Vector, the respect of target host cell. Target host cell. There are some more. There are detailed explanation about the plasmids, because in the vectors, the plasmids are widely, mostly using vectors are the plasmids. So plasmid with specially constructed features are commonly used in laboratory for cloning purpose. These plasmids are generally non-conjugative but may have many more features, notably multiple cloning sites with multiple restriction enzyme cleavage sites, allow for insertion of a transgene insert. The bacteria containing the plasmid can generate millions of the copies of the vector within the bacteria in hours. And the amplified vectors can be extracted from the bacteria. Further manipulation. Plasmid may be used specially as transcription vectors, and such as plasmids may lack crucial sequence for protein expressions. Plasmids used for protein expression, called expression vectors, would include elements for translation of protein, such as ribosome binding site, start and stop codons. So this is the information. They having the cloning purpose, multiple cloning sites, restriction enzyme cleavage sites. So these are the important points about the plasmid. In the point of examination, also asking the 4 marks question, write about briefly, write notes, short notes. Give plasmids means you have to write these points, plasmids, and you also mentioned the vector characters also. So the plasmid with here, this is the here one more slide about the plasmid. Extra chromosomal DNA molecule. Plasmid is a, in bacteria, plasmid is a extra chromosomal DNA molecule, and self-replicating double-stranded short sequence of DNA, circular DNA molecule found in prokaryotes. The very important points point outed here. The extra chromosomal DNA molecule, self-replicating, double-stranded, short sequence of DNA, circular and found in prokaryotes. In the bacteria, they are present and double-stranded. Like there are characters, minimum amount of DNA, 2 suitable markers for identification, single restriction site, more restriction enzymes, size range is 1 to 200. Here the units are given different. Relaxed replication control, restriction endonuclease enzymes. So the plasmids so here size range 1 to 200, that is the kilo base pairs, KBP, kilo base pairs. So size range is 1 to 200 kilo base pairs. The plasmid ideal size, relaxed replication control, and restriction endonuclease enzyme site also there the characters of the plasmid. So important plasmid characters also mentioned in this slide. So there is a plasmid types of the vectors used in RNA technology, gene cloning. This is the plasmid called as a artificial plasmid, PBR 322. there are two artificial plasmids. Students must know that the two artificial plasmids, that is the plasmid PBr 322, another one is PUC 101. PUC 101, plasmid University of California. U means UC, U means University, C means California, 101. So PUC 101 and plasmid PBr 322. In the picture given PBr 322, plasmid B Bolivar and Rodriguez 322 base pairs. So that diagram also having the important students, there are some sites are in the diagram. Students should learn that diagram in examination point of view. And next, so diagram is very important. So all of the students should learn that. Next, fourth one, DNA ligase. DNA ligase is an enzyme which can connect two strands of DNA together by forming a bond between the phosphate group of an strand and the deoxyribose group on another. It is used in cells to join together the Okazaki fragments which are formed on the lagging strand during the DNA replication. In molecular biology, DNA ligase can be used to insert genes of interest into plasmid vectors to create fusion genes by joining one gene into another. This process is called ligation. So these are the DNA ligase enzymes are used for Okazaki fragment for attachment, and DNA rDNA technology, that this enzyme ligase means here that sticky nature attached with that fragments. In that diagram also there is a vector and that gene of interest here. With the help of the ligase enzyme, here there is a ring like structure formed after the ligation. In the diagram, if we see that the vector, when it was cutting with the RE enzyme, and the gene of interest also cutting with the RE enzyme with sticky ends, the vector also sticky end and gene of interest also sticky end. This is the in green color, this is a gene of interest, and as a vector, this is a plasmid. Both of them cutting with the same RE enzyme with the sticky ends, and here that in the diagram as a rDNA, recombinant DNA is formed. Next slide, competent host. DNA is a hydrophilic molecule. It cannot pass through the cell membrane. So the bacterial cells must be first be made competent to take up DNA. Yes. Several methods are followed to make bacterial cells competent. Treating them with the specific concentration of divalent cation such as calcium, which increase the efficiency with which DNA enters the bacterium through the pores in its cell wall. Recombinant DNA can then be forced into such cells by incubating the cells with recombinant DNA on ice, followed by placing them briefly at 42° heat shock, and then putting them back on ice, which enables to bacteria to take up the recombinant DNA. That means heat shock treatment. Here that recombinant DNA putting on the ice and followed by placing on the briefly heating up to 42 degrees. Again, that means temperature heat shock treatment, and the cells are competent cells. The bacteria not allowed the recombinant DNA vector. So the placing into the calcium solution also highly efficiency, and there are other methods also there. So here the DNA competent host for transformation with the recombinant DNA. The DNA is a hydrophilic molecule. It cannot pass through the cell membrane. Bacterial cells are treated with divalent cation like calcium. Cells are incubated with rDNA on ice, then placed briefly 42 degree. The temperature 42, the number is very important for students, placed back on ice. So micro injection method and ballistics method, gene gun method. Micro injection method, rDNA is directly injected into the nucleus of the animal cell. The rDNA is directly injected into the nucleus of the animal cell. This is the micro injection method. The ballistic method, in plant cells are bombarded with high velocity microparticles of gold or tungsten coated with DNA. It's a ballistic. This is called as a gene gun method. So competent host means here the E. coli bacteria or the organism, the host which is the takes the recombinant DNA. Recombinant DNA means that after the treatment of the ligation enzyme, that gene of interest which is rDNA, having the rDNA, this rDNA we are going to insert that host. That host we call as competent host. So E. coli, the introduction into that E. coli, there are different methods: micro injection method, ballistic method, and placing into the cell into the calcium solution, and also placing that treated with heat shock treatment. These are so in this diagram. So clearly seen in this diagram, there is a nucleus, so cytoplasm and host cell, and micro injection also appeared in this. So directly introducing into the nucleus. One more diagram: recombinant plasmid, E. coli, host cell, transformed cells. So recombinant plasmid and E. coli host cell, and this recombinant plasmid introducing into the transformed cell, E. coli cell, host cell. Recombinant plasmid introduced into the host cell, then in the bacteria transformed cell we can observe recombinant plasmid. So we are discussing about the recombinant DNA technology tools. So host cell is a one of the tool, RE enzyme is a tool, and ligase enzymes are tool, vectors are used as a tools. So the important tools in this lesson we are discussing. So these are the questions asking in exams different modes. For example, asking about restriction enzymes only, or asking about the only vectors, sometimes asking about only vectors or plasmids. So If we learn about all the tools, can easily answer all the questions. Last one, alkaline phosphatase. This fifth one, alkaline phosphatase removes 5' phosphate groups from vector so that prevents self-ligation of the vector and facilitates the ligation of the DNA fragments into the vector. Alkaline phosphatase are routinely used to reduce the background from empty and relegated vectors during the cloning of DNA fragments. Since dephosphorylated DNA terminal cannot be ligated by DNA ligase. So the fifth one, alkaline phosphatase, these are the enzymes. Alkaline phosphatase also the enzymes using in RDNA technology, and these enzymes are these groups of vectors so that prevents the self ligation. The most important thing is these alkaline phosphatase enzymes are prevents the self ligation of the vector and facilitation of the ligation of the DNA fragments into the vector. So this is the main objective of the alkaline phosphatase enzymes. So this one also we are using as a tool. So the fifth one, alkaline phosphatase. So there are totally the tools are the RE enzymes and vectors, ligase enzymes, competent host, alkaline phosphatase. These are the 5 tools are using in recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant DNA technology, the widely using technology in genetic engineering. By using this technique, production of hormones, production of different type of the enzymes, production of antibiotics, production of proteins, and vaccines also, insulin like vaccines, nowadays corona type of vaccines are produced by using this technology. So this is very most important topic for CBSE senior inter students and intermediate students, asking essay type question. So the tools, have to remember tools. This is about RDNA technology tools. Thank you. Hello students, this is Ashraf, lecturer in botany. So today we are going to discuss about RDNA technology tools. So RDNA technology is widely using technology in genetic engineering experiments. So in RDNA technology, using different types of the enzymes and also organisms. So here in this topic we are going to discuss about the different type of the tools and their importance and their structure. All of this we are discussing in this topic. So this is very important topic. This topic under covering CBSE syllabus and also Telangana state government senior intermediate biotechnology. So always asking this question, RDNA technology, describe the RDNA technology tools for 8 marks question. So in rDNA technology there are 5 types of the tools. You have to remember mainly 4 types. The one more type, fifth one also